Hello. So today we're going to be replaying Resident Evil Code Veronica. You bet it does. I can't actually remember if I still have my saves. I don't think it matters because there's no extra replay extras with Code Veronica really. I mean, it's not like there's costumes or anything like that. I mean, you do get like the battle mode. Really hard to pick like a favorite like old school Resident Evil because like I love them all. But I have to say Code Veronica does have like a sweet spot in my memory because I got this as a birthday. Code Veronica X, I should say. I got this as a birthday present as a kid, as a teenager. Very little boy, and like I just loved it because it was so atmospheric and so just impressive. You know, like the monsters are scary. The story is just so over the top in Resident Evil. You know what I mean? In that sort of absurd way Resident Evil stories can be. And it just does everything so well. And it's big as well. It's like a huge game. I think it must be like 10, 15 hours long. No, 10. At least 10 hours long. I don't think it's 15. But like it's twice the length of most of the early Resident Evil games, at least, I would say. But yeah, let's get into it.
Resident Evil. The American Midwestern town, Raccoon City, has been completely decimated due to the T-virus outbreak that was instigated by the international corporation Umbrella. Claire Redfield, who arrived in Raccoon City to search for her lost brother Chris, and a rookie police officer, Leon S. Kennedy, managed to escape from the city. But their ordeal was only a prelude of things to come.
I like the use of prelude there. It just sounds so weird.
3 months later.
But it works, like it makes sense. It sounds weird in a good way. So here we are getting transported to the Umbrella prison facility. Did they ever actually...
Identification number is WKD 4496. Welcome to your new home.
Ouch.
Her name is Claire Redfield. We caught her trespassing in our Paris lab facility 10 days ago. She apparently infiltrated the complex looking for her lost brother, Chris Redfield, one of the surviving members of RPD's famous STARS teams.
This is so badass. Like this teenage girl infiltrates a evil pharmaceutical company's base somehow. And then eludes guards. And a chopper. Oh dear. I like, why weren't those guys chasing her as well? What were they doing? Is this the break room / fuel depot?
Don't
Oh
move.
dear. Wait, did Claire just murder a bunch of people, or are we supposed to assume they all just had minor injuries there? That's never mentioned, is it? Did they actually tell us where the island is? I was going to say this earlier, but then the intro started. Because I don't think they do. Like, you know, roughly in the world. I know they wouldn't tell us specifically, but... Like, up, down, left, right, you know? Anything would be nice. Uh-oh. Oh, this is so cool. Like, he looks like a zombie there. And you have no idea what's going on at this point. Okay, so I'll equip the playing manual instead. Oh, let me go, playing manual. It's over between us. Jesus Christ. Just need to equip the lighter. I do love this little intro within the intro though. Like the fact you get that whole cinematic where he walks in and it's like, what, is he a zombie? I'm not sure, because you don't know at that point. And then he comes close and you're, oh, okay, I just need to take my lighter out.
Perfect.
And it also teaches you that you can use the lighter as a
Go on. Get out of here.
as a light.
This place is finished. I don't know, it might have been a special forces team. But in any case, this prison's been taken over. Troops have been wiped out.
What are you saying?
You're free to leave the complex. But you may as well know you have no chance of getting off this island.
And what about you? What are you going to do?
Don't worry about me.
Okay, thanks. I mean, like I say, it teaches you that you can use it as the lighter as a light, which for the time was quite novel. Like, I think this is the first game I played where you can use a light source, a boobable light source, as a light source. You know, like it changed the lighting in the environment, like the lighter is at the moment. Because if we turn it off, if I can operate the game, look how dark that is in comparison. Though I am using a reshade mod as well, or reshade options. It's a bit darker, I think a bit darker than usual gameplay was. What was the hose for? Like, that's a bit worrying. Did they hose her down? Are we getting into Rambo territory here? What is that? Big bloody mark on the wall. Wow. A single ink ribbon. So yeah, this is the PS2 version of Code Veronica. Just emulated. This walk up the stairs takes forever, like seriously? I've not actually played the remaster. But then I think that's just because it was only available digitally, I think, wasn't it? I seem to remember, like if there'd been a physical release, I would have picked it up. But I never really bought, or I never really bought console games digitally. I mean, it's one thing to buy games on Steam, because that seems largely reliable, but I don't feel the same way about console games and the digital ecosystems. How did that even get there? Because it's not like there's a road on the other side, so like how did they drive with enough force to go through the wall? I am overthinking things, but yeah. I always think about this when I see the truck, because it just makes no sense that it's there. Oh dear. So the regular zombies in Code Veronica are quite tough, I think. But then you also have the graveyard zombies, these guys, who are pathetically weak. But the knife is quite useful in this, so... Brains. Brains. So I think I mentioned this the low. Oh. 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 I'll use my body to defeat them somehow. I just want to point out, I don't usually take that much damage from them. I'm just not good at games today, apparently. I wonder if there's a way to take out this guy without taking too much damage. Does that work? Can we draw him close enough to strike him? Yeah, I think I've said it before, but the graveyard zombies, then they're supposed to be... I should probably clarify. Oh, there. Yeah, okay, I guess he... Damn it. Yeah, I was going to say, so the thing about the T virus is it's not a zombie virus in the same way most media treats zombie viruses, if that makes sense. Like the thing about, like in Night of the Living Dead, for example, the name of the George Romero film, the original from the 50s, 60s, was it? The zombies in that are dead, and reanimated the reanimated corpses in Resident Evil, at least according to the lore at one point, which I think is still the standard. The zombies aren't actually dead; they're just people who've been infected by the virus, living people, and they're still alive but mutated. But then this whole scene kind of asks the question, or kind of begs the question, like, why are there living people in graves? Are these corpses? Apparently somebody, the lore answer or something is they were buried alive. Convicts who were buried alive? Something like that. Which doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but I guess we can go with that. Introducing the series' most annoying character. At least in this iteration.
Wait, don't shoot.
Who are you?
Huh? You're not a zombie. Well, great. Wait right there. I'm coming over.
Shoot him. Shoot him, Claire. Please. Do it. Do it for all of us.
Sorry about that little misunderstanding, but I thought you were another one of those monsters.
Shut up. Make one wrong move and I'll shoot.
Relax, beautiful. I said I was sorry. My name's Steve. I was a prisoner on this island. And I'm guessing you're not from Umbrella either.
No, I'm Claire. Claire Redfield.
Claire? Nice. I'll remember that. Hey, I heard there's an airport around here. And once I find it, I can finally escape from this crazy island. I'll see ya.
Hey, wait up!
I don't want you following me, lady. You'll only slow me down.
God, he's such a dick. Thank you. His character does get revamped for Darkside Chronicles. I think that was the one he was in. Yeah, because I think Umbrella Chronicles had RE2, and then Darkside Chronicles had Code Veronica. And I liked his character a lot more in that, because he's just a dick in this, to be honest, like a childish dick. I do love the fully 3D environments in this. Like the way the camera swings in. But you've got these fully 3D environments, but at the same time the camera angles are mostly still fixed. That's such a nice thing. Such a nice mix of elements. Yeah, like, surely the truck came from there, but then how did it swing from there into there? It's almost like it came from over here, which you can't have because there's no road there. And like, what sort of speed was it going that it went straight through the wall? Unless the wall isn't up to code. You know, it's been poorly made. which is entirely possible. God, that's beautiful. I can't actually remember where the next save spot is. Or what buttons do what. Apparently. Okay, there we go. Yeah, okay. I guess we'll clear here and then go back and save. I do love the design of this game though, because it really does feel as though like they watched old horror movies and tried to pick out all the things they thought would be scary and put them in. Like the swinging light, like that's like when you think about it, like outside of a horror thing, the idea of a swinging light doesn't seem scary, does it? Like it's just like, yeah, that's just a weird thing, isn't it? But like it's the context. Like when you put these things together into like a horror game or a movie or something, that sort of thing adds to the atmosphere and builds that sense of unease. It's just perfect for horror. It's like when you have like a sci-fi game and there's like mechanical equipment like that's active, but it's not working correctly. Like you wouldn't think, if you're not into horror, you wouldn't think necessarily that's scary, but in the context of horror, that sense of something not being right really does add to the atmosphere. You know, like if you have a piece of machinery that's just going the wrong way, or doing, you know, like a drill bit that's trying to drill into a wall it shouldn't be or something, you know, or a medical scanner scanning somebody who's already dead. I mean, you could go more extreme and be like the auto doc that is killing somebody or has killed somebody and is just like working over their corpse. I was just saying generally, like even like I want to say non-murderous things, but that sounds poorly worded. You know, something that doesn't involve like actual death or harm can be scary in the right context. Like it's just the fact it's broken or like something's wrong with it that sort of works in your mind to make it, to give you a sense of unease. Okay, so we're south of the equator. Yeah, I'm sure that's nothing suspicious. Large plastic bags. So I always go the other way and like take the ammo off the shelf, which triggers the zombies. I'm just wondering if going this way triggers him differently, maybe? Yeah. Yeah, okay, so it doesn't trigger him at all. Interesting. But this is worth it because he gives you the machine pistols, which are pretty cool. Oh. Okay, let's get out of here. I'm just gonna go and save now. And like stuff like that, like the build up, you didn't get stuff like that in like the original 3, did you? I don't think. Not in the same way. Like it really does feel as though they spent a lot of time trying to make this feel like a horror experience. Like to scare you, to build up a sense of dread and unease. Even like the crashed truck, the wheel rotating round is there to give you a sense of unease, or at least it... What? You know what, let's just shoot them. Okay, is that it? Is there more? Do I have a tactical reload in this? I don't think I do I? Whoops. No, apparently not. Okay.